So, lads, today we're going to be talking about something. We're going to be talking about something that is inevitable. It is inevitable. Like, if you guys think that Caitlin Clark has broken the internet already, you guys don't even know what is coming next. Like, we have reached like 7 of 10 of the Caitlin Clark fandom. We've reached about 7 out of 10. It's got 3 more higher spots to go. We're only at about 7 out of 10, right?
Diana Taurasi has voiced strong opinions about Satou Sabally's decision to join the Indiana Fever. Known for being outspoken, Taurasi has once again stirred up attention, but this time her comments raised some questions. First, she criticized Caitlin Clark, suggesting her success wouldn't carry over to the WNBA. However, Caitlin has since proven herself by making a significant impact on the league. Now, Taurasi is making waves with her comments about Sabally's move to the Fever. Let's dive into this situation full of conflicting viewpoints, questionable remarks, and undeniable basketball drama.
6 on the game clock. That one's missed by Odyssey. Half-court heave by Sabally, and she gets it! Welcome back, Satou!
Remember Diana Taurasi's infamous comments about Caitlin Clark, claiming anybody can look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds? Well, Diana, if only you knew how badly that take would age. Caitlin Clark didn't just look exceptional in the WNBA, she is exceptional. She brought that same intensity into the league, dominating defenders, setting records, and turning Taurasi's words into nothing more than a bad Yelp review.
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it. You look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time. But there is going to be a transition period where you're going to have to give yourself some grace as a rookie.
Remember when Diana Taurasi claimed the WNBA would give Caitlin Clark a rough reality check? Spoiler alert. The only reality check happening is for the defenders trying and failing to stop Caitlin from scoring effortlessly. She's sinking 40-foot shots, dishing out assists like it's second nature, and leaving experienced veterans looking like they're stuck in quicksand. Just imagine the damage she could do with Satou Sabally alongside her. And let's not forget, Caitlin is elevating the entire WNBA. Her games are a must-watch, ticket sales are soaring, and fans are flocking to see her perform. Meanwhile, Taurasi is out here trying to downplay Caitlin's influence, even though she's clearly one of the biggest stars the league has seen in years. Diana, it's okay to admit you were wrong.
Taurasi, opportunity! And McDonald starting a point guard for this. Taurasi, 3 on the way. She's got 14. Taurasi leading the Mercury with 10 points. Pulls the trick and hits. Cooking. Shot clock at 5. There is money. It's once the Mercury.
Before we continue, I'd like to ask a small favor. If you enjoy this WNBA content, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you are watching but haven't subscribed yet. Is it because the Fever are rebuilding, or is it because Satou might actually thrive there and challenge the narrative that only certain teams deserve success?
You said that Caitlin is going to go through a learning curve. Mm-hmm. Some people were critical of you for saying that, but I don't know that it necessarily meant that you're not welcoming to her, right? I mean, how do you... it seems like you were just saying the reality is she's going to have a learning curve.
It's the new fans. They're really sensitive these days. You can't say anything. It's kind of like when you go from kindergarten to first grade, there's a learning adjustment. When you go from high school to college, there's a learning adjustment. I don't think I said anything that wasn't factually correct, and like anything, greatness is going to translate, and she's proven that in every level, and I don't see it being any different in the WNBA.
Let's break this down. The Indiana Fever are rebuilding, and adding a player like Satou Sabally is a big step forward. But instead of celebrating this, Taurasi seems focused on casting doubt. It's giving bitter vet energy. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is proving Diana wrong every game. Remember when Taurasi said Caitlin would struggle in the WNBA? Well, Caitlin didn't struggle, she thrived. She's making highlight reels, putting up numbers, and drawing crowds like never before.
So guys, a lot of people are talking about Satou going to the Fever. And rightfully so. I don't think Fever, or Satou, I don't think she stays in Dallas. I don't. I think it is very, very unlikely that Satou Sabally stays in Dallas. And I think she's going to look to go somewhere else. But will it be to the Fever? I would be extremely, extremely surprised. But there is a team that I think she's going to go to. I think Satou Sabally is going to form the most stacked WNBA team since the freaking Maya Moore Minnesota Lynx. I think Satou Sabally is going to join the New York Liberty. I think it's going to...
Caitlin isn't just playing well. She's redefining what it means to be a rookie in this league. Her ability to make impossible shots, read defenses, and lead her team has made her an instant fan favorite. And the best part? She's just getting started. Diana's comments haven't aged well, and now just come off as bitter shots at a rising star.
I like this. Anything you can do, I can do.
They're still running. Here's Cloud into the corner. Taurasi driving the closeout. Oh, at the rim.
Have anything instead of forcing a turnover. Dribble another look at it. I feel like that's something she's been talking about and working on her entire. Taurasi gets in on 3-ball action. Left that short. In the corner. 4 Phoenix turnovers have led to 8. Taurasi, she's going to get all the way in.
Basketball. New York has led by as many as 12. Phoenix trying to cut into that. Diana now 0 for 4. Taurasi, the first 3 in 8 attempts on either side.
And we knew there was going to be a lot of them. We didn't know if they're going in or not.
Taurasi finishing.
Phoenix out to a 6-0 lead. Just underway. Here's Taurasi ping against Wallace. Taurasi with the leg. Got him here. They've been chomping at the bit. It's Taurasi. What a spin. Finish.
Offensive end. Taurasi. Oh, nobody stopped ball. Out. To a cutting Taurasi. Dolson at the basket.
The captain of the bench mob called the litany of injuries.
So why has Diana Taurasi become so vocal all of a sudden? Could it be that she's feeling the pressure of a new generation taking the spotlight? Taurasi has long been the face of the WNBA, but with players like Caitlin Clark and Satou Sabally stepping up, the league is evolving and not everyone is adjusting well. Diana's legacy is secure, but her recent comments come across more as a desperate attempt to stay relevant than a genuine critique. Instead of supporting the next generation, Diana seems more focused on tearing them down. But here's the thing, Caitlin and Satou are too talented, too dynamic, and too impactful to be held back by outdated narratives.
And here is Satou Sabally. What a year she is having.
One of the most versatile players in the league. She has such soft touch on her jump shot.
Trisha Trammell says she just feels good. Physically, mentally, spiritually.
Satou Sabally has been a big reason for their increased level of play. Career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
You talk about these players that are proving on both teams. Satou Sabally is certainly one of them in her 4th year out of Oregon. A well-deserved All-Star this year.
She's the only player in league history, Satou, to average 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists in 20 games.
The WNBA is entering a new era, and players like Caitlin Clark and Satou Sabally are leading the charge. They're redefining the game, breaking records, and inspiring a new wave of fans. While Diana Taurasi's comments may have sparked controversy, they've only highlighted just how special this new generation of talent really is.
Veteran players here. Sabally sheds off her teammate, Sabrina Ionescu.
And if they want to get back in the second half.
Thank you, Morgan, as Russell finishes on the other end. Here's with an answer. As Dallas tries to wind it down here for a de facto final possession. Sabally.
Is Satou Sabally the complete package? A versatile forward who can score, rebound, and defend at an elite level. At 6'4", she has the size to dominate in the post and the agility to attack from the perimeter. During the 2023 WNBA season, she averaged 18.6 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. That's a stat line that screams all-star, and for good reason. She was named the WNBA's most improved player.
2 for 1.
Clark, bounce pass. There's ball. Clark, step back 3. Take a look here at
Just step back. Going right, I may add. It's usually
Hard is just a lot stronger than the other because of her experience. And back to Agumbawala. 8 on. Sabally attacked up.
Calmly knocks it down. 4-point ball. 4 seconds. Sabally lets it fly. Burton was solid in the win again.
There's Lloyd checking a spinning Sabally who gets it
Out running and flying up and down the court.
Press to propel you into what you did today. And she got an early shower. Whoa. We don't need anyone to fall now. Let's be careful. Oh, she's got the dance moves. She's doing a little bit of everything.
They did lose Kayla Thornton, which frees up a bit of cap space. And Courtney Vandersloot's a free agent. Courtney Vandersloot is on a max. They have max money. They can trade for Satou on a super max. And you might be saying like, oh, but Indiana have more to trade. No, they don't. No, they don't. The New York Liberty have a higher pick in this year's draft, less need for the pick. Like, they don't need to draft if Dominique Malonga's there, cool, they probably draft Malonga. They don't need to draft Tahina Pau to sit in the bench. They don't need to draft Aja Sivka because, you know, Aja Sivka could be the next Leonie Fibic. They already have the current Leonie Fibic on a rookie deal for 3 more years. This team, with Vandersloot gone, has the cap space to bring in Satou Sabally. They've got the cap space to do it. And they've got the trade assets as well. If you guys don't realize, there are so many players the Liberty have that you don't realize. A lot of people be saying, oh, but they'd have to give up Niara Sabally. No, they don't have to give up Niara Sabally. They have a player that I wouldn't say is be that opposed to going to Dallas in Maureen Johannes. They have Maureen Johannes. They have the 7th pick in this year's draft. That will be enough to get a 1-year rental of Satou. Because the Fever are not giving up multiple firsts. I don't even think the Fever should give up their 8th pick. The Fever are probably offering Nalissa Smith plus their 2026 first. That more than likely is
Stays here with it. Clark, a deep one. Brooklyn logo bomb and Clark.
The performance in terms of shooting the back.
Realizes it. Trying to take her defender. Pulls up from the mid-range.
Time winding down. Up in time. Clark for the win. She does it, Tubbies, and walks off with the W.
Listen, it's her signature. That is the most Caitlin Clark way.
Off her incredible first round against Atlanta, and the Dallas Wings getting ready to take on the Las Vegas Aces. That's
Second half, third quarter, Toronto. Let them know, DT.
In the gym, witching a basketball. She said they bring a competitive fire and energy that is contagious.
Cunningham kicking it. Copper, 3. Roof up.
In the UConn, she is used to all of it.
Caitlin Clark, rookie crime right there in Mules.
Oh, Jewel Lloyd misses after a tremendous right now. Clark to Samuelson. And then, folks, the biggest lead of the game. Here's Clark with it. In fact, Ben Layens
Out there.
A deep one. Caitlin Clark. Ridiculous.
Clark, can she answer?
Clark.
Hits the 3.
Too much space.
Break. Nice pass back. Benchie find her. She had a defense by the Sparks. 6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep 3. Oopsie missed her first 7 and knocks that one down, and it's old.
Draft. That will be enough to get a 1-year rental of Satou. Because the Fever are not giving up multiple firsts. I don't even think the Fever should give up their 8th pick. The Fever are probably offering Nalissa Smith plus their 2026 first. That more than likely is gonna be a solid, would be maybe the best haul you could get from Indiana for Satou. But New York can offer you a similar, if not better, haul. As far as Maureen Johannes, if she's willing to come over, she's better than Alyssa Smith, and she's like, she'll put butts in seats. As well as that, the 7th pick is better than the 8th pick.